Guys, warning, this is not going to be like my regular Sunday YouTube videos. In fact, what I suggest you do is just pop in your earphones and just clean. Or but if you have something to do with your hands, cook, whatever it is, just pop in your earphones. You don't need to I'm just gonna be sitting here, but I'm gonna be talking a lot. I want to share some things with you, so just pop in your earphones and go about your day and just listen. Okay, bye. Hi. We're gonna start the video now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We need to name Sundays because real Another Money Coach and Novia family members know that on the YouTube channel we have, you know, Wednesdays financial content, Sundays it's like a chit chat with me type of thing. I saw a comment in my Kevin Samuels video saying, isn't this a financial channel? Why are you talking about Kevin Samuels? Yeah, it's not a financial channel. It's not a financial channel. It's not a lifestyle channel. It's just a me channel. I share financial content and I share things that are not financially related that you may be interested in, right? Sometimes I just want to come and chat, which you guys know I like order and structure, so I put a structure to it from like a couple months back. Wednesdays, financial content. Sundays, what's on my mind, let's talk, right? So as you can tell, my energy is a little bit different today. First of all, as you can tell, my background is different. I'm actually in bed. I'm in Colombia again, because you all know that I'm obsessed with Colombia. So I'm in Colombia, and I'm in bed just recording this. But here's the thing. I've been doing a lot of introspection because I started therapy and it's a lot. I'll be honest with you, it's a lot. I did therapy before. I went to therapy once before, and I said to myself, if this is therapy, I'm never going back to therapy because this is like a complete waste of money. I went to this therapist in Jamaica because I was struggling, you know, with emotional matters. I went to her and she was like, oh my God, and what happened next? And what happened next? And it was like she was more interested in entertainment value than helping me. Honestly, I never left with one single tool or nothing to say, oh my God, I had some assistance. In fact, she never even billed me. That's to show you how unhelpful it really was. So I was like, you know what, if this is therapy, I can figure this out on my own. I just need to sit down and just think through my problems and just come up with a solution, and that's what I'm gonna do. But nothing dramatic has happened lately. Let me just say that before I get into it. Nothing dramatic happened to trigger all of this. It was just a case of right now where I am at in my life. I want to make sure I am the best at, the best me in every area of my life. In my history, work has always been good no matter what I'm doing because of my personality type. I'm work oriented, I'm goal oriented, I'm that kind of thing. So I usually do pretty well when it comes to work or school when I was in school. But now I'm like, okay, I'm almost 30 and I just want to make sure that everything in my life is good. My health is good, guys. I went and I did a full executive medical. I did one last year. You want to hear a funny story? I did a full medical, executive medical, meaning I did blood work for everything, whole heap of things, and I never actually got the results. The doctor never called me. I kept calling and they were like, oh, the results are not back yet. This was like 2 months later, the results were not back yet, which I thought to be very weird because results usually take, as far as I know, about a week. So anyway, eventually I forgot about it and I stopped calling. They never called me and I kind of just forgot about it. But this year I went, because I'm on my journey. I said, let me go do another executive medical because it's been a whole year and I actually need to know the results this time. So I did an executive medical a week ago and I got my full results and everything. The doctor's like, you are really healthy. My numbers look pretty good and I was like, yo, did you check my kidneys and my liver? My liver and my kidneys are okay too? because y'all know I love my rum. I love rum and I love coffee, but they're pretty good, so I'm not gonna complain anyway. So physically I'm good, financially I'm good, you know. So the only thing that's left now is like the emotional part. Spiritually I'm good too, so I'm like, all right, the emotional part, let me go get therapy just to see if I really am good, because, you know, let's just see how I am. I'm a very analytical person, and I'm highly intelligent. So for somebody to be my therapist or my coach or anything of the sort, whether it's a trainer or anything, I need somebody who I cannot manipulate, like intellectually manipulate. For example, if I were to go to an ordinary therapist, I can already see the direction that they want me to go down, and I'm gonna just say what they want me to say, because that's just how I am, right? And I mean, if I research a condition already, and I already know that you're thinking based on your line of questioning that these are my symptoms, you're asking me questions to suggest that, you know, you think I have this particular condition and you want to see if I have the symptoms, I would have already done my research to know I don't have this condition. So I'm going to answer all of the questions to lead you in a direction to suggest that I don't have the condition, right? So I need somebody who I cannot manipulate like that. I need somebody who, you know, will ask me things and examine and see that, you know, take me in a direction that I've never been before. Because that's one thing with me, I read a lot and I research a lot. I'm not gonna just take it just so. That's why I tell my clients, don't take what I say just so. I'll teach you things and I want you to research it just the same, because it's just how I think. I went and I got a therapist in the States, and I was not ready for all of like what's happening. So he caught me off guard. Let me tell you why. He's a very gentle therapist, and he's very intelligent, and he's very like chill. Sometimes I forget I'm in therapy. Sometimes it feels like I'm just talking to somebody. He'll cuddle up with his little cushion thing, and he'll just be like, so Anna, blah blah blah, and I'm just there like, okay. At first it was a little awkward for me because I'm used to structure, right? And for me, if you're gonna like dive in my brain too much, I thought it was gonna be more structured, but it's really not. But so far, it's done some things that, guys, like, I'm not okay. Therapy has me questioning my entire personality. My entire personality. Not questioning it in the sense that I'm not who I think I am. I know who I am, and I know what I like, and I know what I don't like. But therapy has me thinking, okay, this is why you are like this. This is why you like things like that. That is why you don't like things like that. And it's that why or those whys that have me like I know who I am, but it's questioning. I'm questioning my whole personality. I guess because I'm in therapy, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it's in a controlled setting. But I wasn't ready for this. One thing that he pointed out to me, and we had a whole session about it, I said all the time, my friends and family members know that I'm a problem solver. That's like me. For example, if you need somebody to vent to, I'm not the person to call, because you call me with a problem and you're venting, I'm gonna stop you and ask, like, I'm gonna keep giving you solutions. Which I understand can be annoying to some people who want to just vent. But that's why I said, if you want to vent, don't call me, because I'm not that kind of person. But here's what therapy made me realize. I'm a problem solver, so what happens is when you put me in a situation or you bring a situation to me, I'm going to accept the situation as it is. I'm going to accept it immediately, and I'm going to pivot immediately. But here's the thing. I've always thought this to be a strength of mine, right? And I've only thought of it as a strength. Put a situation in front of me, I'm going to accept it literally almost immediately, and then I'm going to pivot. I'm going to come up with a solution. I'm going to go find a different way how to work with this, right? But my therapist has made me realize that it's not only a strength, it's actually a sign of a weakness too, because I just accept things as they are, and sometimes it forces me to not get the best out of situations or things or people. So for example, let's say I were to get into this, let's say I were to be in an Airbnb, and I walk into the Airbnb and you know it smells stink. It has a weird little smell to it. I know me, what I would do is I would walk in, smell it, I'd be like, that smells so weird. And then you know what I'd do? I'd open the windows and then I just get used to it. And I'd work around it. I'd accept it. Which can be good because, you know, I'm not gonna allow that to stop my life and stop my vacation if I'm on vacation or whatever it is. But it can also be bad because if I had made a fuss about it, I could have demanded more, demanded more. So it can be bad in that sense. And I've noticed that and I'm like, holy shit, like you're right. That's an actual point I never thought about. And this is what I mean by I need a highly intelligent therapist, because things like that, I wouldn't have seen it that way, I wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't even have seen it to be a weakness. But that's one thing. But the one major thing that we've been talking about a lot is that you probably don't know, or you may know, I have major control issues. I like what I like, and I like it when I like it, right? And that sounds, it sounds kind of stubborn, but I don't think I'm stubborn. It's more like if it's anything to do with me, like it's my event or my free time or my kind of thing, I like what I like when I like it, right? But let's say I were to come to your party, I'm gonna just accept whatever it is and just go with the flow. Even if I don't like it, I'm just gonna go with the flow because I'm not the central factor there. But here's the thing. What my therapist made me realize is that I have control issues because I associate control with safety. For reasons I'm not gonna go into, or for reasons I'm not comfortable sharing, but I associate control with safety. So if I'm not in control of a situation, my brain is saying to me, I'm not safe, I'm not safe, I'm not safe. Which seeps over into my relationships, my personal relationships. If I'm in a relationship with a guy and he's not in control, I'm not gonna feel safe in the relationship. And so I'm gonna jump in control mode so that I can feel safe. And most times I'm gonna end up veering out of the relationship. I'm gonna end up ending the relationship. And I'm like, mind blown, because that makes so much sense, especially when he connected the dots to the thing that I said I'm not comfortable sharing. It's like, holy shit, you are right. Oh my god, yes. People think of me as so prepared, but it's because of my control issues. And I'm just like, what the hell, that's so true. But something even bigger than that, you guys know, well, you don't know, but my Instagram family knows, I have bad anxiety, like bad anxiety, major anxiety. So like, for example, every Monday, when I usually work on Saturdays, but I don't work on Sundays. So I say this because I work on Saturdays, so more than likely I'm seeing my emails and I'm seeing the emails coming and I know what is in my email box. And I would have been seeing them in real time to know this is not urgent, this is blah, 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 and I can handle accordingly. I don't work on Sundays, so I don't check my email on Sundays. You see, Monday mornings, oh my God, I have such bad anxiety checking my emails. And I never understood it before my therapist made a connection, which is, I don't know what is in my email box. I can't control what is already in my email box. So because I can't control it, it's gonna trigger my anxiety a lot. Like, what if, a client and I had a major ass situation at 1 o'clock in the morning and I was the only person to help. Oh my god, my client isn't safe, or plan isn't safe, and it's like such, you probably won't understand, but that's really what is going on. I have bad anxiety. So now he's like pointing these things out to me. I am able to, recognize what's happening when it's happening, and I can control it a little. You hear what has happened? I can control it a little bit more. which will make me feel a lot safer. Something that I like that he said was that I shouldn't try to change, the fact that control makes me feel safe. It's not something to change, it's just something to understand. So it's not like he's telling me to go be out of control and confront safety, and no, he's just telling me to be aware of it. So because it's connected to my anxiety, when anything like that happens, I can control my anxiety level, if that makes sense. So it's just been a lot that's been happening. And then one more thing that I can tell you two more things that have popped up. He mentioned that I love to make sure people around me are comfortable, even at the expense of my comfort, which I already knew. I already know that. Like, I want people around me to be comfortable, right? So if you come to my house and I only have one meal left, I'm gonna give you the meal even though me are dead, because I want to make sure you're comfortable and you're okay. But anyway, he pointed out to me that I am a very detached person for reasons I will not go into, but I'm a very detached person, but because it can be seen as so abnormal and it can make people around me uncomfortable, I pretend to be an attached person. And so because I have to pretend to be an attached person in my relationship, not my romantic relationships, but like with my family members and my friendships, I have to, because I pretend to be an attached person, like somebody who calls all the time and messages all the time, because it's pretension, I won't be able to keep it up. And so when I'm not able to keep it up, I just disappear for months at a time to I don't know, be normal again. Because to me, being detached is very normal. I don't know if this is making sense, but it makes sense to me. And I was just like, all this time, I thought something was wrong with me, because literally how I am, my friends can't really tell you. I've lost a lot of friends. Some of them are intentionally dropped. Some of them I've just lost, not because they're bad people, but just because I just kind of disappear. I detach, and I don't know how to explain this, because to me it's like so abnormal and so weird, and something is wrong with me, until I explained this to my therapist, and he was like, you're a detached person, but you pretend to be attached because you associate that with normal. So when you meet these people, they are meeting a person who is attached, a person who messages and calls and checks in and goes drinking all the time. That's the person they are meeting. So when you stop being that person and you start being your regular self, which is detached, they're gonna think something is wrong, and they're gonna just distance themselves, thinking that you don't want to be friends with them anymore. And I'm like, oh my god, that is so true. Like, I still love you, I still care for you. So for example, these friends who I'm not friends with anymore, if they were to call me now and I haven't spoken to them in like say 100 million gazillion years, I would still, like, if they were in trouble, I would jump to help them, because I still love them. It's just, I'm a detached person. Yeah. And then one more thing he pointed out, I know this vlog is kind of weird because it's very melancholy, which isn't like my regular videos, but my channel is very authentic, and this is just what I'm feeling, so I don't want to pretend. But something else that he pointed out, and this is the last thing I'm going to mention, he pointed out that nowhere feels like home to me, and everywhere feels like home to me, because of the fact that I adapt quickly and easily. So like, I'm here now, and I've already made friends with a fruit vendor who I get fruits from, and that's like become a part of my routine. And I have my coffee routine, and I went jogging, and I have a route. Like, it's easy, I can adapt very easily. So once I start having a routine, it's gonna start feeling like home. That's why everywhere I go, I'm like, oh my god, this is like home. Like, oh my god, I'm home. Like, oh my god, I can't wait. I love it here. Oh my god, blah, blah, blah. Not even Jamaica feels like home, and Jamaica feels like home. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I can go anywhere and be okay. And he said it's because I adapt very easily and very quickly, because I'm a problem solver, which is related to the first point I mentioned. Yeah. Anyway, point is, therapy is very good. Therapy has been doing things for me, and I love this for me. I want to be healthy, and I want to be happy, and I want to be the happiest I can be and the healthiest I can be. So That's why I decided to do therapy, and it's really working. I would suggest, if you have any sort of issues, or even if you don't think you have issues, just go see a therapist even once, just to see if you're okay. Because that's what happened with me. I went to see a therapist once just to see if I was okay, and then it turned, this is my 5th session now coming up this week because there are things that, you know, I didn't know. So it's very important to find a therapist who works for you, right? I did explain to you that I can't have just any therapist, because I'm gonna have them around my finger. I'm gonna go in, if I already have a conclusion, I'm gonna drive the therapist to my conclusion. They probably don't even notice that. That's what I did. 5 years of law school. I was trained to do this. You see what I'm saying? I can't just have any regular therapist. I will drive you to my conclusions, and you won't even know what's happening. So just know yourself and pick a therapist that works for you. You probably won't get a good one for you on the first try, but I feel like that's okay. Just don't write it off after the first try, like what I did, because look at me now. Anyway, I hope you're having a good Sunday. The finished shirt is back. Anyway, bye. Oh, sorry, I'm such a horrible YouTuber. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.